Governor Gavin Newsom is going to sit down with Sean Hannity. He already has. It's going to air on Monday night ahead of dealing with questions about whether or not, better said, dodging questions about his plans for 2024. Yeah. In fact, here's a little preview of Sean Hannity and Gavin Newsom.
Do you think he's cognitively strong enough to be president?
I have conversations with him all the time, yes. And I'll tell you what.
You do?
I'm dead serious about that. I've talked to him when he's been overseas. I've been in Air Force One, Marine One. I've been in the limo with him. I've spent time with him privately.
But you never
and
answered my question directly. How many times does your phone ping a day, people saying you need to get in this race because they agree with me that he's not up to the job?
I see where you're going with that.
I'm asking.
No, and I'm not answering.
The shadow campaign continues.
Yeah. Every time Joe Biden gets in deeper trouble, like this, form that you talked about that came out this week talking about Ukraine and Burisma, suddenly he appears. Every time there's a problem, he appears and reminds everybody, I'm a great backup.
The three of us have asked on this couch before, why are so many names now in the Republican primary field? I think the answer is for the moment we just experienced. Whatever, Chris Christie, Mike Pence, whatever they may be believing about their chance, I think in anticipation of the indictment that we saw this week, they believe this moment is their chance. We will soon find out whether or not there's any effects on the Republican primary. But it's interesting now to also hear Gavin Newsom, because his chance is somewhere lurking out there, and I think everyone, including Sean Hannity, and asking that question, thinks it's lurking. So there is kind of this shadow belief that the actual race for president won't be Biden versus Trump, but all these other players that believe it will be Newsom versus whoever.
Right, because Biden might peter out, or I don't think he's going to get in trouble. It's not. But it's interesting, Pete, because I heard you on TV, I think yesterday, saying that every candidate for the GOP should show up to Miami to show support.
I think they should. I think every Republican
should
be in Miami to back Donald Trump, because this is not just about him. This is about our system. This is about political opponents. And by the way, Republicans are going to be, primary voters are going to be voting for Trump, because if you don't, you're basically saying, okay, yep, choose our candidate for us.
Yeah.
You pick our candidate. You think this establishment guy should be our nominee, you pick him. So there'll be a lot of protest voting of no one else will choose who we put forward. And I think
true.
I mean, I don't know if any of them will do it, but
what will it tell you if some do? Okay, some show up, but the ones who don't, what does that tell you?
Watch how DeSantis played the Alvin Bragg indictment the wrong way. Remember, he was kind of like, meh.
Yeah.
And voters were like, really? You're not going to back this guy up after they come after him with made-up charges?
He's been different this time, though.
He's been stronger this time, slightly stronger. A lot of them haven't been. Vivek's been really good, but we'll see. It's
that'll be interesting. There's a lot of politics, not just the Trump stuff, but who shows up.
You can't just sit back and go, well, I'm going to benefit politically from this, so just let it happen.
Yeah.
It's not one of those moments.
It is not.
I don't think so.